So I think the name of the show is like What's Good. So we're trying to focus on like positive things. Like the world needs positive stuff right now. So the show is about positive people and positive things in Easton. And we're here at the Easton Community Access TV studio today. And I'm here with Linette Murphy. Say hello to everybody.
Hi.
And we're going to talk a little bit about Sapphira's virtual trick or treat for troops.
Right.
Okay, so I just got this press release from the Easton Women of Today, and we posted it up on the channel. But I wanted you to dive a little bit deeper. Tell us a little bit what this project's all about.
So this project was started by my daughter, Sapphira, and she's 14 now. And when she was 11, she called me. She lives in a residential treatment facility, and she has struggled with mental health disabilities pretty much all her life and has been in and out of hospitals and placements. So right before Halloween, she called me and said, we have to go trick-or-treating. And their unit, historically, because of various reasons, they don't go out trick-or-treating. So I wasn't sure that was going to happen, and I was trying to tell her, you know, we may not be able to go out trick-or-treating. And she's like, no, but Mom, we have to go because I want to get candy for the troops. And I was like, okay, what are you talking about? Candy
What does that? Yeah, what does that mean?
What does that even mean, right? So I thought it was just some ploy, you know, by a kid to let's get tons of candy.
Right.
And so, sure enough, and I don't know where she came up with the idea. I don't know if it was something on TV or she saw online or somebody mentioned, but somehow she came up with, we need to collect candy for our troops overseas. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I was a little bit heartbroken, like, how am I going to do this? I don't know. I don't even know if she can go out trick-or-treating.
Right. At that point, she told you about this Operation Gratitude, is that right?
No, so I started looking online about troops, candy, you know, I just did some Google searches.
Okay.
And I came up with a couple of different organizations, and it was very late at night. I reached out to Operation Gratitude. It was just looked like a great organization from my Google search. And I reached out to their people and asked what exactly it all entailed. They directed me to their website. They were really awesome. They were so excited that Sapphira wanted to do this and wanted to offer as much support as they could. So at that point, I set up a Facebook page. And Sapphira doesn't have access to the internet. They don't have Wi-Fi or anything in these facilities.
Okay.
And so I set up a Facebook page and I invited our friends, and I thought, well, you know, people will just send in some candy here and there.
Yeah. When was it? Was this the first year?
So this year is our third year doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was in 2014, I think, that we started.
Yeah.
And so we started with just our friends and family. Her dad was a naval officer, so that was, you know, close to her heart. Her dad and I had both gone to Maine Maritime Academy, so a lot of our classmates have gone into the military since. So, of course, it blasted out to all of our friends and family, and they thought this was an awesome idea. Several of them had been deployed, so they're all over the country.
Okay, so it goes beyond the boundaries of Easton then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, So I talked with my employer. We set up a box, literally a paper box, with a sign on it, and blasted out an email to the employees. I reached out to the employees of I work for a large corporation, Siemens Energy.
Okay.
And so we have offices all over the place. So before I knew it, it was on our Caring Hands website, which is the Siemens charitable organization.
Okay.
And now I had Jupiter, Florida involved, Denver, out in California, that office was involved, Houston,
wow,
Philadelphia.
So it grew really quickly.
It grew really quickly. And so not only did I have corporations, New York Life also, I had a friend who worked for New York Life. They did it at their offices in Boston.
Right.
So we had corporations. Then I spoke with Lee at Maplewood, and he was awesome, and he got the kids at Maplewood to bring it in. Lots and lots of candy, more than Lee, I think, ever imagined was going to come in.
Right. Like, you measure this in pounds, or how does it work?
Yeah, so we ended up, school groups, churches, synagogues, all kinds of, like, individual families. Some of my family, my friends that are active service members, they would put together individual boxes from their family and ship it off. So in the last 2 years, so not counting this year, just Sapphira's virtual trick or treat for troops has sent in 3 tons of 3 tons, and the way she's like, it's a whole elephant is what she'll say.
Right.
I think it's now more than an elephant. Just depends on the size of the elephant, but
Wow.
so 3 tons of Halloween candy, as well as toothbrushes, toothpaste, and the dental supplies.
Okay, so
Yep.
the other side of getting all the candy is
Right.
way to clean
Right,
your
but-
mouth afterwards.
But Operation Gratitude it's based out in California, and they have packing days. So one of their big drives is this Halloween thing, but they also collect socks and baby wipes and razors and anything you'd need to send overseas in a care package.
Right.
And they
right.
have a huge armory that they actually pack. They have a regular standard size U.S. postage box, and
Right.
they have an assembly line. Girl Scout troops and whatever will go in. And,
Okay.
And so this candy goes out there, and it goes into this huge assembly line bin that people walk through and fill up the care packages. And I believe they've sent 2 million care packages to date.
Right. And we were talking a little bit about, what happens when the candy gets there. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yep.
With the soldiers and what happens.
Right. So I know some folks who have actually been deployed and have received these care packages over the years.
Yeah.
And some of them have given the candy and or the toothbrushes or whatever supplies to the local children. So if they're in Afghanistan, they've befriended kids or wherever, and
Yeah.
they'll hand them the candy. And so when they see the packages coming, they're the most popular person. So that's a really nice thing. And
Yes.
And
So,
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it seems like end to end, it's just a really positive project.
yeah, and Sapphira still is in residential treatment, and she visits home weekly. But when I go see her, I have my devices, and she loves to see, how's the virtual trick or treat doing, especially during the month of October. Who all has sent it in? EWAT, like you said, they had collected, they posted pictures. I love to see families with their kids in costumes saying, we're sending our candy, and if there's a backstory, like we're sending it in honor of a service member, and give us some details about your loved one that
Yeah.
you're sending it in honor of. And for Sapphira, I think the big thing is that although she's kind of confined to her circumstance, right?
Right.
It's very much a morale booster for her to be able to see the impact that she can have and the leadership that she can possess and inspire people. Just because, a little girl says, I can't go out trick-or-treating, but I really want to get candy for troops. And rather than getting like 3 pounds, if she had gone out, she got 3 tons, so it multiplies.
Right. And yesterday was Halloween, so,
Right.
do you just, how long does it take to tally up or we were talking a little bit about how it works from Halloween until you send the
Yeah. So
candy
there
on.
are various places in town that are collecting. Cocoa Fit Club out by Target apparently is collecting. I have asked Jason Haven, our veterans administrator here in town. He's
Yeah.
going to have a box at his office.
Nice.
A mom in Tanglewood put flyers in everybody's mailboxes
nice,
in
okay.
Tanglewood, put it on the Tanglewood Facebook page, and had a box on her porch last night. Some of the kids will go around with two cases for candy and say one's for the trick or treat for troops and one's for me. Can you give two
Oh,
times?
right.
And that's
Okay.
what Sapphira did last night with her dad. She went out. And then we ship it all. We have to ship it by November 15th. So I'm generally the one shipping most of it.
Okay.
So I try to get it all by next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. So that's the 8th, right?
Eighth,
Election
right,
day? Okay.
Right. So by
Okay.
election day, and that gives me the rest of the week to, at one point you had to separate chocolate from not chocolate. I'm not sure if that's the case. There is some administrative
Right,
things you need to
right.
do in order to
You have
ship
to
it.
separate those peanuts from the
No,
the
they
rest?
don't. They don't do so much of that. But because chocolate melts, they send chocolate
Okay.
overseas only during the coldest part of the year, and then so that's why they separate it.
Okay.
But and you cannot send whole full size candy bars, just the little individual Halloween type size.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I know my daughter would never let go of the big candy bars she got for Halloween,
Yeah.
anyways.
Yep.
But did you mention the temple? There are a couple other
Right. Oh,
places
that's
to
right.
drop off.
Yep, so Temple Chaya Shalom has done it all 3 years with us, and I go on Sunday to pick up from the temple after their services. So their members probably already know that it's, requesting to be dropped off, but they're
Okay.
also collecting. Um, and then there's a preschool in town as well that I believe is collecting.
Okay, but you can go to the Facebook page,
Yep.
which is
It is Sapphira's Virtual Trick or Treat for Troops.
okay.
So it's a Facebook page. And like it, we have over 500 likes in 35 countries and I think 40 states. And last
Okay.
I saw
Oh,
it was
wow.
like translated into 15 different languages. So even that is a big
That's
thing.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's
it's kind
really
of-
amazing.
It's kind of cool. And it's been cool for her to see what a difference.
Yeah.
One little pebble in a pond and
Yeah, just
Yeah.
make so many ripples. And do we talk about like what the connection is for her? She actually uses as part of a project, right, for her Girl Scouts?
Right. So she ended up applying for this project to go towards her Silver Award, her Girl Scout Silver Award, which is the highest award that girls in 6th through 8th grade can receive.
Mm-hmm.
And so she did actually receive it, did all of the requirements from our Girl Scout Council for this to count towards that. And she received her Silver Award over the summer for this project.
Oh, wow. So this is really just a great experience for her. I mean, I can imagine on so many different levels.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been terrific. You must be so proud.
Yeah, I am. And she's loved over the years to post pictures of her costumes. And then the dog, she'll dress up the dog and have the dog's costumes.
Oh, no. So well, now
on the
that begs the
site.
question of like, what did she dress up as this year?
Well, this year she had her grandmother put together a very nice, the whole 9 yards dress with the crinoline and everything to be a lady from the 1800s. And she
Oh,
had a
wow.
hat.
Very cool.
We brought her back from Gettysburg, so
Ah,
yeah, we were there with the Boy Scouts for the reenactment over the summer, and I got her a hat to go along with the dress and the hoop skirt thing and everything. So she was
oh, wow.
excited.
That's I haven't heard of that dress.
Yeah.
Like for Halloween,
Mhm.
and nobody I know made that. That would be very, very, very cool.
Yeah.
So let me see. So we went over the Facebook page. People know how to kind of get in touch. You have until November 8th to drop the candy off, small pieces,
Yep.
right?
It's great for people that have allergies. If your kiddo has nut allergies or whatever and they can't use it, that's, they'll
Right.
take it.
Right. I have a feeling that every parent's looking to like cut the amount of candy that the kid got in half.
Right.
So, and I know as a parent, I don't want it all in the house
Right.
either.
And you can also reach out to me through the Sapphira's Trick or Treat for Troops Facebook page. If you message, it'll come to me.
Okay.
So if there are any specific questions anybody that's seeing this has, then we can chat that way as well.
Okay. Yeah. So hopefully people check that out right away
Yep.
and kind of get on top of this. Let's see. Well, thank you so much, Linette, for coming by and talking to me about this great cause. I just wanted to let folks know who might be tuning in that we're looking for stories like this, good stories about people that are doing good things in the community, things that are feel-good stories, because I think the world needs some feel-good stories right now. So if you are watching or listening and you live in town, or even if you live near Easton and you want to get involved with a project about good stories, you can contact Susan at eastoncat.org, and we'll get you in the queue for an interview about what's good in the community. So thanks again, Linette.
Thank you. She's a really special kiddo. I wish she could have been here tonight. But thank you for letting me come on and talk about it.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I hope we can share some of the pictures, and I hope this project continues to grow.